And we're going. Okay, this is a special edition of The House That Payne Built. I am your host as always, Magog. I'm giving a shout out to JSP Pool from Camel Dog, who's been bugging me to do a video for video games. Um, but that's enough of the internet's #1 troll website. This video is going to be more towards D2 GSP. Uh, I was thinking about probably commenting on the site, but I have to wait to hear anybody ask for that. Let's talk about Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, the new ends. Blizzard just announced that there's a new adventure mode which allows players to do something we've all been bitching about for some time, full access to the entire game across acts. It only took about a year of bitching. It's gonna take another $30 to $40 to get something that was standard in D2. For the food stamp crowd on D2 GSB who thinks anything under $100 is double fisting two credit cards, I guess you're shit out of luck. Points of interest, Paragon 2.0 is the only reason right now to play the game, to get a jump start on the shared Paragon system. Um, where you get full credit for all your characters up to P100. For some of you, it's a quick point here that because each level requires more XP and you get diminishing returns, it's going to get downright disheartening. So yes, for your first 100 levels, you're going to get credit level for level. However, and this is mostly just speculation, I could be totally wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong. If you look at the XP needed, and I'm going to try and insert a pie chart here, pause for a minute so I have a moment to edit that in. For levels 91 to 100, it's over 25% of the total needed to make level Paragon 100. Meaning, suppose you have two level P100s. Let's assume levels 101 to 110 are going to make up 27 to 28% of that overall XP. Then let's assume 100 to 11 and 120 are going to add up to 29 to 30%. You're going to end up somewhere around 130 Paragon levels for having two Paragon 100s. Give or take. You could do the hard math. I just kind of eyeballed it. Now, you might be wondering, is it worth it to do the grinding now? And this is just my theory. A lot of posters, I feel incorrectly, just assume that XP is going to fall off the trees for the patch and the X pack. For the X pack, hitting level 70, you're going to lose lifesteal. So for those of you who can breeze through MP10 based off just that, and believe me, there are more nerfs coming down the pipe. You're gonna have to go down and MP, and some of you just refuse to do that at any and all costs. So you're really going to grind down to a halt, damn near. But I know what you're thinking. But Magog, why bother with the X-Pack? X-Pack, bleh. That's why I don't like even writing it that way. I can just milk the game before the patch and get that jump. And that might have been right. That was actually going to be my plan. But they're going to cap ES and CC at 40. CD is going to get clipped all the way down to 250. And I'm assuming that goes live before the expansion, presumably in March. Just based on that's when they're going to take down the I'd like to think, as foolish as it is, that Blizzard will have something good to go up there with that being taken down, but it's Blizzard. Them even getting anything on time, if that was the plan in the first place, is a pipe dream. This basically means, in my opinion, it's probably going to cripple Permafrost Wizard, but I guess you could run two in a party, and that might balance it out. I don't know. We're losing the ability to keep Form of the Berserker going for long periods of time, since they're losing that little generates fury to gain more time. The extra Archon, 1 extra second per kill, is being dropped altogether. So again, if you're waiting for this to be some big payday and you're going to stick with an MP10 with all your current builds, I think you're really just hoping for pie in the sky. To get full CC and ES from your Paragon levels, you're going to need Paragon 400. Seeing as how you can only get 1 point in each of the categories for every 4 levels. The skill cap's at 50. 200 divided by 4 equals 50. You might be saying, but Magog, that means I'm going to have to work twice as hard just to get back everything I already have. You guessed it! So yeah, you have plenty of reasons to bitch. I like grinding, I'm a moron. But I'm not as much of a moron as anyone who hangs out on the forum for something they hate. Oh, and one more thing. I could be wrong, and I hope I am. I heard for those 50 points of CC and ES for Paragon points, you're getting 25 or 0.25 to 20%, meaning it's going to take 4 to 5 Paragon points just to get 1 point of ES, which is 10 to 8 levels. No, I did that wrong. 10 to 8 levels. 20? I'll deal with that later. If you're making 2 Paragon levels, if you can make level 200 Paragon by the patch, when the nerf hits, you should be able to max out a critical chance. Maybe you can keep your CM Wizard working. Maybe. That would likely to... you'd need more than 5 P100s, I think, just because of the diminishing returns. Seeing as how 31 to 50 is going to take a P100 all on its own, give or take, you can go out there and eyeball the chart yourself, try and figure it out. I'm giving a shout out to Low Level from D2GSP. It's his PM, and if this was a clever troll to get me to come online, post me, create some more troll material, you're head of the class. Even if that class is special, be proud. If you want to point out that this makes me a giant loser, we're on a forum for Diablo 2, a game that's over 10 years old. Christ, even bronies aren't this sad, son. The only winners are the people who play as long as they enjoy it, and leave after they stop. Speaking as a gambler, the more you double down on a losing bet, the more you just lose. Sincerely, Magog.